This clip of the Texas Bucket List is brought to you by Spirit of Texas Bank, Slovacek Sausage, Germania Insurance, We Rent It, and RV Source. Howdy, and welcome to the Texas Bucket List, the show dedicated to everything there is to see, do, and experience right here in the Lone Star State. My name is Shane McAuliffe, and every Texan knows that cruising down Route 66 is something you have to do at least once in your life before you kick the bucket. Of course, there's also the stops on Route 66, some we have featured here on the show, including our next stop in Shamrock, at a gas station that has an incredible history to town and the people. It's been called the highway that's the best, and since 1926, it's been moving Americans between Chicago and California. 178 of those miles are laid down right here in the Lone Star State. And along those magical lanes are several stops, including a particular place you can fill up on luck.
The old timers tell me this looked like little Las Vegas up through here.
Larry Klontz keeps things flowing at the Tower Station, home to the You Drop In Cafe and a full tank of stories to tell.
Do you like this place?
Yeah,
This is pretty cool.
it is.
I remember their good hamburgers and their desserts.
It was a really state-of-the-art place to attract tourists, and that was the game.
Built in 1936, just 15 miles from the Oklahoma border, this station served as a beacon for weary travelers along Route 66. And things looked a bit different back then.
When they opened it up, the road out here was still dirt, and they had kerosene pumps out apparently over the right-of-way for the highway, so when they paved it, they had to move their kerosene pumps back out over here.
Modern conveniences we have now were much different back in the day. The gas station served one purpose, and if you needed a snack, you'd have to stop on into the diner. This looks a lot different than a current convenience store. You don't see all the merchandise, it was just kind of a place for business.
It was a business, and it wasn't, well, you've got your vending machines.
The station would attract drivers like moths to a flame, thanks to the incredible neon light display. But those faded out when Interstate 40 came through in the 70s.
When the freeway started and got complete, then the town started going down from the lack of people because they quit traveling as an adventure, and it took it basically, let's get there from point A to point B.
The building became a bus station and was eventually abandoned.
We had to make a decision. Do we tear it down? Do we try to restore it? What do we do?
A grant from the Texas Department of Transportation got the engines revving on a restoration, and now Tower Station is one of the top spots on Route 66.
I'm very pleased that they restored the building and just didn't let it fall down or go to ruin.
Bonnie Mae Lyle Davidson spent many meals in the old drop-in. Her mother worked in the former cafe. Did you ever sit on these stools?
Yes, I did.
Did your feet touch the ground then? Or?
They did better on the stool than they did in the booth. When we came to town back then, when I was small, a lot of people would come to town on Saturday night for the mothers and daddies to visit and the kids to go to the picture shows.
Fond memories come and go as fast as the passing cars on the highway. But thanks to a recently discovered picture of Bonnie's father at the diner, sometimes time stands still.
It means a lot when you can find pictures of the family and they're gone, and this picture was taken, I believe, in 1957.
And how did he look?
He looked full. He looked good.
The simple but stunning station is a sight to see, but as the sun sets on the panhandle, that's when the light show begins.
The cafe has roughly 508 linear feet of, it's now LED that was replaced the neon. We had so many problems with the neon and the hailstorms that we had to eventually go LED. And the only problem that anybody's been able to say is it's a little brighter than the neon. So it's a great feel.
I
It
can
really
only
is.
imagine how the hailstorms destroyed the neon on this building. It's amazing it lasted from 36 to however long it lasted.
It is. Now that we have the LED, that it holds up.
Tower Station and Route 66 are sort of lore, not only in the Lone Star State and not only in the U.S. This stop is something people from all over the world want to experience.
For a lot of Americans, it's a nostalgia trip. For the internationals, it's a dream.
This is a new experience to us, to Chinese people.
Feng Shu is many miles away from his native China, but he made the trek to Texas to get a sense of this great American story.
This is history. This give us some impression, deeply impression. Because we got to know this is the American dream, American spirit.
You'd be surprised at how many just want to see the real America. They don't care about driving a freeway point A to point B. They want to see the real America, and they want to see the history and be absorbed in that.
No matter how many miles one travels to see this piece of American history, it will be here, beaming its bright lights onto the vast stretch of highway that's part of the legend that is Route 66 in the Lone Star State.
For our travelers that you're seeing come and go all the time here, which are by the thousands, it's a piece of history. It's an icon that one of the top icons on Route 66.